Hey everybody, and welcome back to something a little different. That's right, we're going to be ranking every single prop in Bone Lab today. I am very passionate about the props in Bone Lab, and I know already that people have done, all the weapons, all the guns, all the NPCs and stuff like that. So we're going to go all out and rank every single prop. And by the way, just to let you guys know, I went in-game and screenshotted every single one of these props, and then I also had to compress every single image manually to put them into tiermaker.com. So yes, I hope this video does well because it took me so long to set up. Alright, well let's jump straight into things with the alarm clock. The alarm clock is cool. I haven't found any use for it. It's a very nice prop to have around houses, which is a very good plus for it. It has the 3:14 time on it, which is the time that Ford throws the time tower, which is pretty cool. I don't have any strong feelings towards it. I'd say it's just B, because it's a good prop. It serves its job well for being a decorative prop, which is basically what it's good for. You can't really use it as a weapon or anything. Apollo, as much as I love him, I really don't use him a lot either. Although he's a very good weapon. For some reason, Apollo is overpowered. If you ever smacked an enemy on the head with Apollo, it hurts. Holy. So I think he'd probably be an A, along with Blue Apollo. Here he is. This guy's like normal Apollo but cooler, because look, he's got the hat on, which is a reference to one of the SLZ's next coming games, Hall of the Machine King. On top of that, this is the My Pal Apollo, not just any Apollo. I think he deserves S for that, just because he's the guy that if you want to complete the game, you have to lug him through every single level, which I think is a lot of fun. Giant Apollo, I think he's just same as normal Apollo. He's just that, but bigger. He's pretty cool. Gold Apollo, I like Gold Apollo a lot. I like Gold Apollo. I'd say he's probably above the normal Apollos. Alright, onto the Barrel Plastic A, Barrel Plastic B, and Barrel Plastic C. This is Melon Belly. We all have Melon Belly, eh? The barrels are very fun, but I don't like the plastic ones very much just because of how light they are. So I'd say they're probably a B. I feel like there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to end up in A and B. Okay, we'll try order these as well. So I like Melon Belly a lot. And then I like all the designs a lot. They're really good. We'll go like that. Alright, the wooden barrel. Now, the wooden barrels are destructible, which is very nice. They're very fun to spawn in when you're like blowing stuff up. You can just watch all the boards just scatter when you destroy them. My only problem is with this prop is that sometimes when you destroy them and then respawn them, they have this glitch where they will just ping off into the distance, which can be really annoying. Although I think they're very solid, very fun props to destroy. Alright, here we go. Prop weapon rack, this thing's called. I've never found a use for this thing yet. It's just C, I guess. But realistically, it should get F because it's actually not. No, it can have some use. I think it's just that I haven't used it yet. All right, printer. Printers are fun to destroy. Is it going to be another B? I don't want to do another B, but okay. I think they're above. No, they're below the barrel. They're below Apollos though. Okay, hang on. Let's move these up. All right, small propane tank, whatever this is called. Small pressure tank. Pressure tank small, there you go. Once again, not much use to this thing. It's just a small little prop. You kind of pretend it's a grenade, but obviously it only pretends. It doesn't actually explode. This one, same thing. It's just longer. I like it though. They are very good props. Okay, we have the portable ramp and portable stairs. They're very heavy. You really can clock someone on the head with these things, which is always fun. Never find myself spawning them in though. I'll say that. I don't want to do this, but they might be our first F tiers. The ramp is definitely better than the stairs. But yeah, not much use to these things. They're just like there, I guess. Alright, plywood. We got a lot of plywood. I never use the plywood. Although it is all destructible, except for maybe one, I think. I'm not sure actually. But plywood, it's good. I never see anyone use it. I don't use it. I wish I did use it because it's pretty cool, but I always forget it's even in the game. I don't think there's much ranking we can do here. This one actually gives you a grip glitch, I'm pretty sure. The one that has like paint spray on it. So I'm putting that one all the way back there. There we go. Let's Plunger. Okay, now the plunger is our first prop with true functionality. This thing can actually stick to stuff, as you guys probably know. It's like a weak gravity cup that could actually fall loose if it's too strong, which is really unique for a prop. And I think that gives it at least S, because that is actually possible, because that can actually be used for a lot of cool and interesting contraptions and things and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure that the code for the plunger gets used for a lot of mods too, which is really cool. Alright, so next is the potted plant large, I think. Something like that. This thing's alright. Not the most satisfying to break. It's like B tier. Potted plant small, these ones are a lot better. I never find myself spawning these, but if I find these in a level, I always do end up smashing them either over someone's head or just smashing them in general. So, I'd say that they're up here. They're pretty good. We have the pizza box. Good prop. Once again, it's just kind of a prop. They are destructible though, which just gives it extra points. Probably above the alarm clock. And that's probably exactly where it will go, just above the alarm clock. Pill. How many people even know this is a prop? I don't know. I do, because I know everything about this game. But the pill, yes. It's a fun prop. It's a pill. It's got a functionality. You can't eat it. You can't do anything with it. But hey, it's a pill. You know, if you want to do some doctor role play for some reason, then there you go. You got big pills you can give to people. I don't know. I like this prop, but realistically, it can't get much credit. It's just a pill. It doesn't do anything. Okay, the monitors. Now, these two monitors look very nice. But as of patch 3, these have a glitch where they display an eye and a pupil as the display screen, which is apparently a glitch, Alex Knowles said. I just find it so incredibly weird that there is a in-universe cryptid, void cryptid creature, which is I, which we see in sewers in Boneworks, and that one mystical update, the monitors somehow changed to display an eyeball, especially in levels like Big Anomaly. It makes too much sense to be the eye cryptid, but apparently this is an error. I don't know, it's weird, and every time I see these monitors, I get freaked out, because I actually feel like I'm being stared at by these like demonic eyes. Which sucks, because I will always use this, the normal monitor in my prop selections, because I don't want to see these eyes staring at me. And also, I did get up in one of the cultist enemies' faces, and it is indeed the cultist's eye. I don't know how. That is the one texture that's glitched onto the TV screens, but I beg they fix it. And I would also really like it if it was actually on purpose to bring the eye cryptid into Bone Lab. Alright, sorry, I'm done yapping. So, this monitor, like I said, very good prop. Everyone loves these props. Whenever you see one of these, you grab it, you throw it, you smash it up. These two don't appear very much. And when they do appear, they're actually fixed as well, which is nice. But yeah, for now, they're definitely getting knocked down quite a peg, because I don't like looking at these damn eyes. In fact, they might be going... No. We'll put them in B, because they still deserve credit, because they're fun to smash. I just hope they get fixed, because that's freaky. I don't like that. Okay, PC mouse. Can't create a PC setup without this mouse. Problem is, if you grab this mouse, I'm pretty sure it gives you a grip glitch, which is really funny. So you can just force yourself a grip glitch, which also sucks, by the way. But yeah, there you go. It's the PC mouse. It serves no use apart from being next to the whole PC setup. So I'll put it. Actually, no. Let's put it in C. Keyboard. The keyboard's kind of the same. I really wish you could slap this across people's faces and it actually did something, but sadly it's like really weak. Yeah, trust me, I've tried to slap enemies with every single one of these props probably, so better than the mouse, but yeah. Also, along with that, we'll put the other keyboard. I like this one a bit more. This one pairs with these creepy eye monitors, which is cool. PC tower. Now the PC tower deserves to go up with the monitor, because this thing's a lot of fun to smash. Also, they always come paired as well in levels. You know, you find both of them. I usually pick them both up with both hands and either smash them together or just throw them and watch them smash. You know, it's always a fun time. Okay, baseball. The baseball is actually a very good baseline for a lot of contraptions that you can create. I can't remember who it was. I think it was His Darkest Fear. He actually created, like, this is such a blurry vision, but I remember watching a video. I don't even remember if it was Bone Lab. It might have been Boneworks, but he used the constrainer tool to make these as like nodes for where the joints in his character's arms were, and actually made like battle armor that was functional, which is just always put into my head when I think about the baseball and how it actually has a lot of potential. I also like to make flails with this thing. I think flails are really fun with this thing. The basketball. I think the basketball goes with the baseball. On top of that, basketball is also a very good weapon. If any of you have used it in Street Puncher, you will know that you can literally just slam it down on someone's head and absolutely KO them, which is so fun. And one of my favorite ways to take out the guards in Street Puncher. Alright, next we have the monkey. Now the monkey is more than a prop. He is a void cryptid, so he actually has a lot of lore relevance. He shows up in every game. He's always there watching you. He's in Duck Season, especially apparent in Duck Season. He follows you through Boneworks. He's following you in Bone Lab. Is he going to be in the next game? Probably yes, because the Dead FM concept art has him right there. He's a great prop. He's very interesting too. He actually has the physics of what you'd expect a Teddy to have, which is really impressive. Now, the Bench Concrete Long. This is my favorite prop. If you've ever played Burnout Fusion with me, you will know that I will try and crush you with this thing when you least expect it. I love this thing, but does it truly deserve absolute best? Now that's a tough one, because this thing actually has a glitch when you weld it. When you weld it, it will teleport locations and usually fuck up everything around it, which does set it back a little bit. Realistically, I should put it in at most S, but I think for me personally, I think I would just put it in absolute best, because the amount of times I've just spawned this thing in, and the fact that when you spawn it in, it spawns upright, perfectly balanced. So all you need to do is give it a little cartoony push. It falls over and crushes your opponents. I love it. It doesn't actually kill anyone, which is, but it's a bit sad, but that's due to, how Burnout Fusion works and all that. But very good prop. I love you, Bench Concrete Long. You are my beautiful thing. Okay, so the Origin crate. This thing's like a real nice crate, but has anybody realistically used this over the crate destructible 1 meter? I don't think so. So it's a great prop. I think it goes next to this stuff in A. This should go in B tier, because like I said, I really don't use this thing at all. Alright, now if you're wondering what this thing is, this is meant to be the mirror prop. I was so bored of taking all these photos of every single prop, I decided to have a nice little pose in the mirror. You can't even see like the outline of it, it's just me. Mirror's a great prop. It's very unique in the fact that it's literally a void mirror. I love the quality of life of how you can spawn this thing in if you want to have a mirror in a level that doesn't already have one. I think that's amazing. It's a ginormous prop. It's really cool that they allowed you to spawn. It's great. I don't use it much. There's not much you can mess around with it, really. I mean, it's a mirror, so, if you're a VR chat fan, I'm sure you love it. It's good. I'd say it's like bottom of A tier. Okay, the museum statue. This thing's pretty funny. It's a massive null body guy from the museum, which is funny to see in this game. It's cool. It also has the same weld glitch as the Bench Concrete Long, and I always find myself wanting to weld this thing a lot more than I would the Bench Concrete Long, which definitely does bring it down. Doesn't have much use. It's just kind of funny. You're scrolling through your prop menu and you see museum statue and you're like, ha, that's funny. Spawn it in and then, carry on. Not a very good weapon. Not a very good thing to try weld. C tier. Realistically, it's F actually, because when do you use this thing? It is cool though. Okay, it's going bottom of C tier. Alright, the hollow desk. What's it called? Hollow wall? I don't know. It's cool. It's a hollow desk, hollow wall. Once again, I don't really use it very much. It is cool though. I could definitely see this having use. You can like make DIY walls with it, which is cool. I like it. I'll put it in top of B. Okay, minecart. Now we're talking. Okay, so the minecart. By the way, some of these are actually not spawnable in the game currently, but there is a mod which enables them. That's what I'm going off. So these are meant to be spawnable, but the game just doesn't let you right now. So technically, this is a spawnable prop, and it's a great one. This thing is a very fun vehicle. Once again, for those of you who have played Fusion with me, you will know that racing around in this thing, bombing it down the Tuscany Hill in this thing is always fun. This thing deserves absolute best, I think. It's a bit glitched right now. Sometimes if you grab the front of it, it can give you grip glitches, which is kind of sad. But it's great. I love the vehicles like this. Okay, so the milk crate. Milk crate. It's okay. I'm sure we all pick it up and throw it every time we load into Void G114. It's a C tier. Probably got more use than this thing. There we go. Change that. Alright, the hexagonal container. Now this thing is ginormous and also extremely heavy. It has potential. I'd say spawning some of these in with a power puncher could make for a fun time. Never done it myself. Actually, I have done it myself. But heavy prop, lot of fun. Doesn't spawn upright, so you can't tip it onto people. Unlike the bench concrete long, which is kind of sad. It has potential. Definitely has potential. I'd say bottom of B tier. Okay, so the hitching post. This is another one of those props I feel like nobody knows even exists. It's weird. I don't remember even seeing it in the game. It's probably somewhere in Heaven's Reach. But like, yeah, it's just weird seeing this. I also don't think it's destructible, even though it is wooden. But yeah, it's indestructible. Top of C, because who uses the hitching post, sadly? I don't see anyone use it. Alright, so the headset A and headset B. These suck because throughout from the difference between Boneworks to Bone Lab, because they had to compromise for Quest users, I think that's why, and also because all the avatar stuff, they removed the functionality of the headphones, of the headsets, headphones, all that. You can no longer wear them. Same with the crown. You also can't wear the crown. These deserve F tier, because you can't even use them for anything. You can't really use them for weapons. Why would you spawn these in apart from props? And just the fact that they took away the functionality makes me so salty, because there's modders that like instantly modded in wearable headphones and headsets that you could take off whenever you want, no matter how big your avatar is. I know it might be a problem where avatar sizes and stuff, but come on, man. They didn't have to do us like this. It's one thing that gets me around the That's one thing that gets me about the difference of Boneworks and Bone Lab, is that because Bone Lab had to be compromised for Quest standalone, they took away a lot of those fun little neat details that were just really cool to discover and really cool to mess with. But those sadly no longer exist, which is really sad. But there's no need to worry, because SLZ's next game is going to be absolutely crazy, and I already know that for a fact. So get ready, my friends. Alright, the tactical obstacle. Who knows that this is a prop? Because I don't. Actually, I do. I know all the props. But, yeah, who remembers this thing? It's the thing from, like, Drop Pit. Does it appear anywhere else? I think it's just Drop Pit. Oh, no, I think it appears in the gun range. Haha. It makes a fun noise when it smacks stuff, but apart from that, it's one of those things you don't really use. So here we have the table wooden A and table wooden B, I think. So, this is like the more clean one, this is the more raggedy one. They're destructible, they're fun, they're definitely pretty good. I'd say they're below the monitors here. Alright, I'll also put the cleaner one above the dirty one. Alright, so bench concrete short. Now you guys know how much I love the bench concrete long. But the problem is, this thing gets brung down a lot. I'm going to be honest. Because with the bench concrete long, I don't feel the incentive to weld it to stuff because of how big it is. I just use it to crush people, as I said. But the bench concrete short, it's more of an actual prop that I want to try and mess with. And because the welding is glitched on it, it puts me off using it at all. And it really brings it down. So I think this is like top of B. I still like it, obviously, but yeah, compared to the bench concrete long, it's really down there, sadly. Okay, we have a lot to go. All right, here we go onto the tables. All right, we got a lot of tables. This is table low, I think. Round table low, table round low. This thing is it's very flimsy. It's very short. It's very light. Not much you can do with it. C tier. Is it better than this stuff? No, not really. I think I'd rather use this stuff. All right, this is the round table. Table round. It's a nice table. I did use it recently in the latest week of This Week in Bone Lab. It's a very nice table to just put down and put stuff on. It spawns on its side, which I know is a stupid nitpick, but it really pisses me off that when you spawn this in, it spawns on its side and you have to flip it. It's like, it's a table, why can't you just spawn upright? It's nice. It's a good table. In the table tier list, you would be pretty high, my friend. Bomber B. So this is the table square low? I don't know. Table fancy, maybe? I can't remember. It's nicer than this one. I'd say top of C tier. This is the table long. This used to be called the meeting table, but they actually changed it in patch 3. Don't ask me why I remember that. It's cool. It's a nice little table. It's a very long table. I tried using it as a weapon once as a massive avatar. It didn't work out too well. I'd say, you know, it's good. It's alright. Once again, not much use. It would be cool to set up a bunch of people in Fusion to kind of sit around this table and have a formal meeting. That'd be pretty funny. Okay, table fancy, I think this is. Desk fancy, something like that. This is the one from Tuscany. Kind of sucks. I've never really found a use for it. I don't really like what it looks like. It's kind of ugly. Goes down with that one. Alright, here we go. The table aluminiums. Or aluminium, however people say it. I don't know. I used to say aluminium, then I started saying aluminum for some reason. I don't know. Aluminium. I'm going to say that. Aluminium. So this is table aluminum A. I said it again. Oh my god. Table aluminium A. Or B. I don't know. So this is the square one. They're kind of ugly, but they're nice to just have as like display tables. They're very rigid, very kind of, you know, simple. Honestly though, okay, so the square one sucks, let's be honest. The rectangle one though, I see this one get used a lot as well by modders. You know, modders always put one down, put all their beautiful custom weapons on top to show them off. They're also used in a lot of the official levels. Alright, stool wooden. Once again, another destructible prop. I actually really like this destructible prop because when you break it, because it's so small and it only consists of like 5 different pieces of wood, when it gets destroyed, it actually looks like it just breaks into those pieces of wood. Where with stuff like the barrel wooden, when you break it, it just looks like it disappears and spawns planks, if you know what I mean. Like they're, you know, like the planks aren't bent, there's none of the metal stuff around it. But when this thing breaks, it actually looks like it's broken into wood, which I like. That honestly might bring it up to A tier. Alright, sword noodle dog. I hate this thing, I'm gonna be honest. I get it's like funny, it's like, hi, it's a, you know, foam sword. It used to be overpowered in Bone Lab, I think, or Boneworks, sorry. I wasn't around for that. F tier, I'm gonna be honest, I've never found a use for this thing, like ever. Bench fancy. There's a lot of these in a lot of maps, like Big Anomaly, I think. Yeah, some in Big Anomaly, some in Streets in Boneworks, some in a lot of levels. It's good. It's okay. They're in the museum too. They're cool, but I never spawn them. Like, I do tend to pick them up and throw them when I find them in levels, but in terms of actually spawning them and using them, it really doesn't happen a lot. So, there, I guess. All right, soup can. We all love the soup can. It has beautiful sound effects, beautiful visuals, nobody soup reference. We all love it. It's also not nobody soup, so technically it deserves the bottom of F tier. But it's a pretty good prop. Realistically, it's not S tier. I'm going to put it above the Apollos. We have the Stanford Bunny. This thing I never use. Actually, last Friday in Friday Night Fusion, me and Gary Supreme used this guy quite a lot. Yeah, we called him Gerald. I rolled him down the hill and he disappeared, and Gary never went to get him and abandoned him, which is kind of evil, but yeah. I don't like Gerald, by the way. I'm an enemy of Gerald, so bottom of B tier. Yeah, I'm sorry, Gerald, but you're just not it for me. Okay, Ultra Immersion and Particle Punch. Very nice. I also grouped these together because I was getting tired of doing every single one. So there are actually a few groups in here. Like here we have all of the targets together. And the other group is all of the clay pots and the small dices as well. So I hope you guys are okay with that. This technically isn't every single prop. But, you know, I did all the gym blocks, okay? So is that enough? Because that was torture. I'm getting distracted. So, Ultra Immersion. I really like these props. I really like the vending machines more, though. Because when you punch a vending machine, if you didn't know, at Bone Lab, they actually drop drinks, which is cool. That sounds like a thing that would be in Boneworks and not Bone Lab, but it's actually the other way around, which is super cool. So, these are good props. Not as good as Null Body Soup. They're A. The skull. The skull's fun. I always forget it's there. I always remember that the skull is a prop when I'm just scrolling through the props and see skull. I'm like, oh wow, skeleton skull. It's alright. It's like, yeah, it's cool. B. Okay, here we go. Caution, void spill sign. This thing's easily an S tier because I love the design of this thing. This has such a cool design, and it's a cool prop too. It also actually can flap up and down like a wet floor sign actually would, which is cool. Alright, shopping cart. We know where this is going. Boom, absolute best. So much usage can come out of this thing. It's a great vehicle. It's great to store stuff in and roll it down hills. It's great to just do anything with. I've used this prop countless times. I can't remember the last time I played Bone Lab where I didn't spawn this thing in once, to be honest. Alright, Shelf Wooden A, Shelf Wooden B. Shelf Wooden B is just that. Oh no, this is Shelf Wooden, Shelf Wooden, this is Shelf Wooden Tool, I think. Actually, we have used this thing for very small avatars. We've used it for a thing to use in like spaceships and stuff, so it's kind of useful. The Tool one, it's kind of just the same thing. Bench Wooden, I think. Bench Wooden A, and Bench Wooden B somewhere down there, I don't know. This thing's cool. Fun to destroy. It's like the stall, but not as good. Realistically, it's the same, though. I think I should bring the stall down as well. Yeah, these should come down. Because realistically, I don't use the stall very much. Alright, here we go. So, this is the shelf metal, I think. Something like that. This thing used to be destructible in Boneworks, which is really cool. You could break the entire thing. It's no longer destructible, which is sad. It's cool. It's a nice prop. It's nice for map builders. I'll give it that. Not destructible. It does make some very satisfying noises when it smacks a bunch of stuff, though, so I'll give it B. Alright, Shelf China. This thing is really cool because you can actually punch through these glass windows on it, which is always fun. Although it's only a one time. And that's one thing Bone Lab lacked a lot, is that there wasn't a lot of smashable windows, where in Boneworks there was a lot of stages that did use them. Like Runoff did, Zombie Warehouse used them, a lot of maps like that did. Realistically, we only have like Container Yard in Bone Lab, which is sad. So this thing's really a nice refreshment. You can find it in Tuscany. It's real fun to just punch your fist through the glass. It's fun to lock small avatars in there too. I'd say it's an A. I like that prop a lot. Alright, the teapot. I forget this is in the game, but yeah, there's a teapot. It's like the pots. That's it. It's like the pots. So it's okay. Bottom of B. Who cares? The television A or television big or something like that. Actually, I think this is just the television. Alright, so it's got a TV static screen, which is cool. On top of that, you can rip the antennas off, just like you could in Boneworks, which is very surprising they kept that in. But it's super cool, and a neat little detail that a lot of people don't know about. I don't spawn it very much, though, which is sad. I always forget about it. But I'd say it's up with the normal monitor. Alright, scaffolding. Now, the scaffolding is very cool. Once again, it's one of those things I haven't been spawning much recently. Although I've had a lot of use out of these things. They are fun to pick up as giant avatars and throw at your friends, which I know is a very niche and random thing, but yeah. So there's also a difference between these two, if you couldn't tell. This one has bars that you can kind of climb up to the top. This one doesn't have those. And then this one just doesn't have the top part. I don't know which one's best. I guess this one's cool because it's got the it's got like the extra climbing bars, which are always fun. It's fun to rock these things over too. These are good. I like the scaffolding a lot, so I'm going to put them in A. Okay. The 100, the Roll Ball 100K, I think this is called, or 100G or something. This thing, it's very light. If you just use someone like Heavy, you can absolutely fling this thing, which I actually really like. I think it's definitely deserving of A. I'll put it there. It's a great prop. I haven't used it much recently as well, but it's good. Trust me, it's good. Time Couch. This is a very nice SLZ reference. A lot of people that probably won't get. Time Couch was one of the first productions SLZ made. It was like a 360 YouTube video or something. So that's cool. Hey, it's in the game. It was in Boneworks too. I think it was in Duck Season. So it's like throughout all the games, which is nice and cool. For an actual seat though, it kind of sucks. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So put it in C. I actually probably wouldn't spawn this thing ever. Put it above. No, I like the pill more. There you go. Put it there. Okay, the radio. I love the radio. Sadly, I don't know if it's because it's not officially spawnable yet, but sadly it does not play any music or sound radios or radio cues or I don't know what that sentence was. It doesn't play anything. It's a very nice prop though. I love the radio. If this played the radio music though when you spawned it in, then we're talking. Then we can talk. But for now, bottom of A. If it played the radio music, it would be an absolute best, 100%. Alright, Destructible Bench A. Or B, sorry. It's cool. Probably just the same as the other bench, except I might like this one more. It's got the back part on it. The Tactical Target. That's what that's called. These are cool. You can put them down. If you shoot the red parts on them, they actually fling downwards and make a cool noise. And then give them a few seconds and they spring back up. Very nice prop. Definitely deserving of... Definitely at least S tier. You can set up a shooting range literally wherever you want with this prop, which is really nice. Alright, here we have the all of the Mine Dive targets. Some of them got some funny noises. They're pretty good. I don't really care about these, though. They're probably... bottom of A tier. Although, we're going to skip forward some. This one. The Ghost Target. The Ghost Target makes a very funny noise. And I love it. I love the Ghost Target. So the Ghost Target deserves top of A. There he is. He deserves that. He makes a funny noise. And you can spam it as if you wanted to. Okay, so now we move on to the gem blocks. Okay. Skip forward like half an hour if you guys don't want to see this. Gem Trapezoid. Yep, okay, trapezoids. Never used these, never found a use for these. These are F tier. These actually deserve high F tier. Okay, I don't care about those. Gem Taurus, F tier. Maybe it's higher. Gem Ramp. These are the gem blocks that I can understand. There you go. They can go in A. This one's obviously higher. Actually, this one can go... there we go. Wait, no. Put it there. Triangle. Once again, another one I haven't used at all. Hexagon. I didn't know this was a prop until I spawned it in today. Or not today, whenever I recorded the spawning them in. Disc. I can see more use out of a disc. This one's kind of too small to do much, but I'll put it there too. The Gym Medicine Ball, that's a little bit more like it. It's more interesting. I like the balls. Pause. Here we go. We have the many gym blocks. Small, bigger. Basically, the bigger they get, the better they are. I like them like that. Alright, the Gym Beam. This one has a lot more use. So this one definitely is deserving of like A tier. Alright, Gym Cylinder. Thin, or whatever this is. Cylinder Long. This one definitely has a bit more use too. I'd say this is up with these ones. Gym Arch. Who asked for this? Like, seriously? Gym Cone Flat. This one, once again, never really found a use for it. Gym Cone, same. Yeah. Okay, so the blocks are more like it. I think the blocks have a little bit more potential. So this small one just sucks. I'm going to be honest. It's basically exactly the same as one of the gym dice. Where are the gym dice, by the way? I definitely took a screenshot of them. Where did they go? Okay, I'm not sure where the gym dice are. I apologize for that. I mean, realistically, the gym dice is just the same as the small dice anyway, kind of. Alright, this one, kind of useless. I found myself using the big one quite a lot, but the ones that are smaller, I really haven't used much, so... Gym Semicircle, whatever this is called. Gym Half Cylinder. Gym semi-cylinder. I don't know. Who cares? These suck. Alright, television portable. Now this is a really weird prop, but I also love it. And it's also destructible, which is fun. I don't know why, but I just really enjoy this prop. That's a A tier. Toolbox. Seems to show up in Boneworks a lot. In Bone Lab, not really much. But hey, it's there. It's a prop. You can spawn it. It's once again, it's a nice prop that you can just kind of have in the background. Doesn't do much. Okay, billboards. They're a bit unorganized. I apologize. I don't know why. I put them all in order. But here we have the "You Are Being Watched" billboard. This one goes in absolute best. Because if you guys know from this channel, I made a ginormous slingshot out of this thing in Tuscany that had the horsepower of... I don't know what I'm saying. But it was so powerful that it would launch you up into the skybox within seconds. This thing has a lot of creative potential, and I love it. Alright, the toy lunar lander. This thing's cool. Once again, it's a nice prop. It's a very complex prop. Like, it's very high quality detailed. So I appreciate it for that. Put it with the alarm clock. It's one of those props that you don't have much reason to spawn it in, but hey, if you do, it's like, this is cool. The cones. The traffic cone and the traffic cone tune. Well, these are cool. They're fun to wear as a hat. You can always weld them to your head. I do that now and again. C tier. Don't find myself using them much, but hey, they're cool, right? Alright, trash bag A and trash bag B. I put these together because they're very similar. They're just recolors, basically. They're, once again, fun props. Not much you can do with them apart from that. Bottom of B. Alright, the trash can metal. This is an S tier. I don't think it's an absolute best. This is top of S tier, though. This prop is so fun, and don't get me started on lobbing this at enemies' heads, just how satisfying it is. Oh, I kind of want to put that in absolute best, I'm going to be honest. But if we put them all in absolute best, we're not going to have any S tiers, so I got to be careful. Alright, this is trash can B, or trash can small, or office. Trash can office? No, that's this one, right? I don't know. This one has a Monogon logo on it. Definitely inferior to a lot of the other bins. But hey, it's pretty cool. Trough. I've actually used this quite a few times to make like coffins for my dead comrades who are ruthlessly killed in Bone Lab Fusion without someone even batting an eye. These are pretty good. I'd say they're an A tier. Okay, so this is trash can office, I think. This one's growing on me. This one's like in every level ever, I swear. And I never really used to like it, but it's definitely growing on me. I think this is bottom of S, honestly. I don't know though, is it deserving of that? I think it is. It's a lot of fun. Trash can rubber. This is like the trash can metal if it had no impact whatsoever and was light as hell, which can be a good thing. It's really easy to throw around, but you're really not clocking people on the head with this one. Whereas the trash can metal, if you throw this thing double-handedly at someone's head, you really hear that bong. Trash can rubber, all you hear is like a, you know what I mean? Alright, billboards 542. I don't know what this one's called, but this one has the museum basement map on it, or the museum map on it, which is really cool from Boneworks. Apart from that, it's just cool. It's okay. I really like the museum reference on it, obviously. There we go. Okay, vending machines. Vending machines, I think they're S tier, easily. Vending machines go in S tier. I love these things. They're a lot of fun to pick up as heavy and launch at people, just like the metal bin. They also have cool functionality. The void container. I think we just hit another S tier, let's be honest. The void container, for those of you who don't know, you can smack it open, and then when it's open, void radiation leaks out the top of it, and it does damage. So what I've been doing to people that have been misbehaving in Fusion is I've been cracking open one of these boys, then welding it to someone's back, or just crushing them into the ground with heavy, just holding it on top of them until they die. Alright, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. This is the wash bucket. I think. The wash bucket, yeah. Destructible prop. Once again, one of those destructible props you won't really be spawning in much. It's a C tier, it's okay. Melon. The melon's fun. At the moment, there's a really annoying glitch where whenever you walk over the melon destructible bits on the floor, the debris, it just breaks your legs. So you basically trip over it. Although it's a melon, we've got to put in A, right? Alright, so the weighted cube. Cool for puzzles when it's actually needed. Apart from that, I don't see anyone spawn this in. Same with the weighted hook, especially. Who spawns the weighted hook in? I'm sorry. Weighted cube. it might be an F tier. It's a cool prop. It's very heavy, which can be a good thing. Heavy props are always fun because you can really damage someone with heavy props, which is, you know, what I love. This billboard actually has like a hologram in front of it, which says employee promotion raffle, which is a something that is out of Streets from Boneworks. So because it has that hologram on the front, I think it's got to go just higher than the museum basement thing. Then this is basically the version of that without the hologram, so it's just like, okay. It is a beautiful picture of MythOS and Time Tower though, which is nice. Okay, Nullmen can't climb. Or Nullmen report Nullmen. So these ones are always better in my opinion. The ones that spawn in upright. Because for when I make my slingshots, I want them to spawn upright so I can push them over and weld them as they fall over. With these ones that spawn long ways, you'd have to rearrange them manually every single time, which would just get really annoying. So for that, this one would be... It's up with this one, but it's definitely not as good. So I'd say it's top of A. That's another one I use for slingshots. This one's like that, but not as good again. So this is like bottom of B. Actually, I think this is the same size as this one, actually. Yeah. We'll put them together then. Alright, we got the books. So we got wormholes. Hey, wormholes is cool, right? Bottom of C tier. They're books. I don't use them much. They can. I have seen people use them creatively for like small little blockers and stuff for creations they've made, which I think is really unique and cool. All right, so we got iPill. iPill. These are the bottles you can smash, by the way. iPill's cool. I like iPill. Melon Belly. You know we love Melon Belly over here. It's gonna go with the melon. And then this is Ultra Immersion. Ultra Immersion is okay. Might be the worst, to be honest. I don't like the bottle for the Ultra Immersion very much. Bowling Ball Small, or just Bowling Ball. This is a brilliant prop. This is easily an S tier. Bowling Pin Small. These, on the other hand, I really don't spawn the pins in much. I use the bowling balls for many other antics. I'll say that. Although, having the bowling pins to actually play bowling is, you know, really cool and really good. I appreciate that. Alright, Bowling Large is in absolute best. I'm sorry. Alright, here we go with the Box Cart. The Box Cart Large. This one is absolute best as well. I'm sorry. And then the small one is also great. Not as good in my opinion. I'd say this is a S tier. The Brick. Alright, so Stress Level 0 took away the ability to force grab bricks in an update. I don't know why, but it makes me sad. I also don't think you can holster them anymore when you used to be able to. There is a mod that re-enables this made by my friend, G-Man. G-Modern? G-Man? So the Brick has a little bit of a fall from grace, but it's always fun to mess with. It's definitely not as good anymore. It never really was good. It's just kind of an extra prop, you know, when you're in a dire situation, you pick up a brick and slap someone around the head with it. Apart from that, just a brick. Alright, so the mop. The mop, very flimsy. Does have mop physics, which definitely bumps it up. I think that might give it an A. No. A is too generous. We'll give it middle B. Alright, bucket metal. This bucket, I hate this bucket. Because you used to be able to wear it, for starters, in Boneworks. That, of course, has been taken away. On top of that, it now doesn't have collision on the bottom of it. You can stick your hand straight through this thing. I'm not even joking. Hey, it's cool. It's a bucket. You literally... It's like having a hole in a bucket. What is the purpose in this thing? Because there is literally a hole in this bucket. If you put your hand through it, just goes straight through. Any prop will go straight through. That really drags it down. I'd say it's bottom of C. Okay, so this is the bucket wooden. Oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking. It's okay. It's fun to create a capsule out of these things and weld them together. We've done that in the past in Burnout Fusion. Put it with this wooden stuff here. It's like okay, but... The bush standees, I'm going to be honest, I don't like these things. They're cool. They're from Duck Season. They're a nice reference. I'm not going to find myself using these, but hey, they're there. You got that. Okay. This is the cafe tray. I've actually used this thing for stuff like doors. I've created doors with these things. Like small little doors and stuff. Definitely bumps it up a little bit. Once again, it's one of those props that's just like, cool. Alright, cardboard box monogon. Hey, it's a cardboard box. It's destructible. It's fun. And it's got a Monogon logo on it. What more could you want, eh? Honestly, pretty solid prop. It's fun to spawn a bunch of cardboard boxes and just throw yourself into them and watch them all break. So I'll give it that. This one, cardboard box, is just the same, except it's not got the Monogon logo on it, basically. And then cardboard box crablet. Now this one has the functionality to spawn a crablet, and also this functionality to spawn a headset, which is cool. This definitely bumps it up. I'd say this is top of A tier. Also, I'm going to bring the ghost down. Ghost is going here. Cargo pallet. I've used this thing in many house building projects at Bone Lab. It's a good prop. It's very heavy. It's heavy duty. It's really fun to throw at people like a frisbee and watch their head get taken off by it. I appreciate this prop a lot. I'd say this is an S tier. Okay, we've got the cave boulders. These things are really weird, especially the massive one. The massive one sucks. Also, I'm going to put the headsets above the gym blocks. I'm going to be honest. There we go. Okay, I think they can all go here. They suck. All right, the chair bougie, I think this is called. It's a very good chair, very nice looking. I think it's a good idea to put the tables by the chairs, or the chairs by the tables. This is the chair cafe. Fits well with this one. Always seen with that one. Camping chair. So look, the camping chair, I like this one. Sadly, none of these chairs actually have sitting functionality. You can't sit in them, which is always sad. I like the camping chair, though. This is the chair comfy or something. Chair outdoors. I can't remember. This one's cool because it actually is multiple props all on one. And you can kind of, you know, break it and make all the... You can rip the pillows off it. You can make the pillows fall off it and stuff like that. Which definitely brings it up above this stuff. It's cool. The chair office rolling. The chair rolling. I don't know. This is cool because it actually can roll across the floor. Can't sit in it, sadly. But it's definitely very interesting. More interesting than these chairs. Alright, this is a chair wooden A. Chair wooden B. These ones are breakable. They are actually really fun, like WWE style, to pick up and slam across someone's head. That always makes them good. I'm going to put them up with the tables. More than the tables, though, because they actually are a lot of fun. Actually, I'm going to put these above this stuff. There we go. Alright, the cinder block. Cinder block is instant S tier. I'm sorry. This is one of the best weapons. One of my favorite weapons in Bone Lab and Boneworks. And it's not even meant to be a weapon. I mean, obviously, they definitely incentivize you to use it as a weapon. But it's technically not counted as a weapon. But it's one of the best. Alright, we've got the clay pot. The clay pot large. I did this one separately because this is actually, you know, a large one instead of these small ones. It's just the small one, but large. Kind of hard to break. It's like the large potted plant if it sucked. I'd say it's C tier. No, let's put it right down there. The clay pot's small. These ones are small. They're more compactful. You can actually fit them in places. They're more fun to smash, I'd say. Top of C tier. There we go. Barrel metal A. I think this is A. That's B, right? Yeah. These, top of S tier, or top of A tier. I don't think I'll put them into S tier. But they're very, very good props. This is the clay vase, I think. Vase? Clay vase? Clay vase? I don't know. This is like that clay pot if it was good to smash. So it probably goes up with the... probably just above the potted plant. Alright, the Monogon cup. I have this cup in real life, which is really cool. It's a real cool cup. I think it deserves an A tier. This thing's iconic. Everybody has the incentive and the feeling to smash this when they see it. So, concrete barrier. Concrete barrier is an amazing prop. You can fly with this thing if you really want to. If the barrels aren't in S tier, though, this thing isn't either. I'd put it there, probably. Fire prop. Alright, the cooler. This thing's cool. You can actually open it. You can put stuff in it. Very unique prop. Very cool prop. I'd say this is also an A tier. Maybe above the scaffolding. Alright, here we have the combat crate. It's cool. Has functionality. It'd be cool if there was a way to close it again. But when you open it, you open it. A cool prop, though. I do like it. Can definitely make some fun inventions and stuff. I'll put it up with this stuff in B. Alright. Here we have the couch 1 seat, couch 2 seat, and couch 3 seat. I think These are good decorations, like a lot of the props. I mean, that's what props are used for, you know. These are cool, I guess. Never find myself using them too much. I do like the one seat. I think the one seat is on level with, you know, all these seats. Probably just all of them, because, you know, they're just the same thing, basically. Except just longer and longer. Depends how big your room is. Depends which one you use. Crate indestructible 1 meter. Haha. Now this thing is great. This thing's a good prop. This deserves bottom of A. Now, this thing's above scaffolding. Let's go. Crate destructible 1 meter is obviously up there too. Crate indestructible 2 meter is up there too. Now the crate destructible 2 meter is seen twice, maybe 3 times. I'm not sure. From what I've seen, it's twice in Boneworks, but it's never been spawnable. It seems to function perfectly, but it's not been made a spawnable yet, which makes me so sad because that would be such a great prop to have. But yeah, it exists, but it's not spawnable, and it's also weirdly like outcast in like 2 locations of the whole of Boneworks. I've never seen it in Bone Lab. The crown. The crown is no longer wearable, instantly bringing it down. Although this thing's a fun deadly frisbee. It's fun to throw this thing at people. It's like the brick if it was cool, I guess. You can force grab it, I think. Can you? I'm actually not sure. If you can force grab it, then, you know, that definitely makes it cool. Because you can throw it at people, bounce it off their head, and grab it back to you and throw it again. You can always constrain it to your head, too, if you want to. God, I'm losing my voice. This is the desk office. The desk office. Okay. This thing has functional drawers. It's a lot of fun. It's really cool. It's nice to have for like little setups. I'd say this is a solid B tier. The desk rollings. Now we're talking. These things are going in S tier. I'd say the smaller one's definitely above the tall one. I'm going to put it there. Okay, this is the desk thingy. But yeah, you could use these as vehicles, by the way, the desk rollings. They roll amazingly, just like the box carts. They're great. I've had a lot of fun. I've skated down Tuscany Hill on one of these things, like a damn skateboard, like a surfboard type thing. It was awesome. Alright, this is desk. What was it? What did I say it was? Desk big. I don't know. Very simple desk. Very nice desk. I do appreciate this desk a lot. Probably on par with this one with all the drawers. I'd say it's higher, actually. I prefer this one. It's just not as clunky. Even though this one does have the drawers and stuff, I like this one because it's very slim and simple. All right, we have dice. The dice. The dice are cool. If you're playing a game, like a little mini game in a Bone Lab, then hey, you got some dice to do it with. You don't need no mods, which is super cool. There's also the gym dice alternatives if you want to do like a massive board game with big dice, which is cool. I'm sure they've been cool for a lot of people, but I personally really haven't used these things much. Alright, the Gym Taurus. This is a destructible prop. Oh, not the Gym Taurus, sorry. The Sugar Taurus box. It's destructible, which is cool. I'd say it's probably where the pizza box is. There we go. It's cool. You can break it. You can pretend to eat it. You know, all that stuff. Dungeon Brick Large. Oh, you beauty. You're going in absolute best. Dungeon Brick Small. I haven't found as much use for this thing. Actually, no. I have found some pretty good uses for these things. This is going in S tier. Top of S tier. It's really fun to make ginormous hammers out of these things for like avatars like Heavy. Like sticking this Dungeon Brick Small on top of like a baseball bat can make a real fun, just simple hammer. The flashlight. Flashlight has crazy functionality. The fact that it's literally a flashlight and can illuminate dark areas definitely brings it up to S tier. The figurine. Very interesting prop. Nice decoration. It's a very obscure little thing though. Probably on par with the toy Lunar Lander. And finish it off, the glow stick. I really like the glow stick. I think it deserves to be there with the flashlight. And with that said, we've done it, my friends. We have ranked every single prop in Bone Lab. Technically. Of course, there were a few that I grouped together because they're just something that, come on. And yeah, we also somehow missed the gym dice. I literally took a screenshot of them. I swear I put them into this tier list, but they're not here for some reason, so I apologize for that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Here's our tier list. I'll give you a quick little rundown of what we got. So there's our absolute best. There's our S tier. There's our A. So there's B, B is ginormous, by the way. There's a lot of props in this game that are just very average. You know, they're great as props, but that's it. That's okay, because that's literally their functionality. They serve that perfectly. And let's see. Maybe there's some rankings I would change. I'm not sure. Because with tier lists, the more you put in, the more you realize that stuff might be a little bit out of order, and then you might want to change it. But I think for now, this is my final thing. A lot of gem blocks in F, which I know is very, you know, stereotypical and generic or whatever. But come on. Who uses the gym arch? I've never seen anybody use this in my life. Okay, I'm yapping again. So, there it is. Our absolute best picks are the bench concrete long, the minecart, the shopping cart, the billboard B? I can't remember which one this is. The giant big bowling ball big, sorry. Box cart large and dungeon brick large. There is our top picks. Bunch of S tiers, bunch of A's, bunch of, you know, all those. Hope you guys enjoyed. There it is. Also, by the way, there is a link to this tier list in the description if you want to make your version of this, and also feel free to send it to me. Send it to us over in Discord in the Bone Lab channel in my server. I would love to see your guys' rankings of this. And with that said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching once again, and I'll see you later. Goodbye. Thank you so much to all of my supporters. Gunnar Dehan, 10 Tickles, Zeromatic, Pie Lover, Mizzy Keen, Dank Mean Boy, Purgefly Fox, Ginger and Chris, Ninja Gamer, Fernando Eurista, Oddo, Sage of Kindness, Flamsy, Coles Tunes, Mystery, Lealdo, The Best Evie, and Flipper Flopper. You guys are the best.